Good morning to all. I, Professor Janvi Patel from Computer Science Department, feel honored to welcome respected Dr. Sagar Patel sir, expert speaker of the today's workshop, Dr. Deepak Patel sir, Director, Dr. Subhash Education Campus, Dr. Sandeep Panchal sir, Vice Principal, Faculties of Engineering, Dr. Jignesh Patel sir, Principal, Diploma Studies, Dr. Vimal Parmar sir, Principal, MCA Courses, Dr. Chintan Tak sir, Vice Principal, Faculties of Pharmacy, Dr. Prem Lal Chandani sir, In charge Principal at Dr. Subhash Science College, Professor Himanshu Trivedi sir, Principal, Dr. Subhash Nursing College, Dr. Arsim Dodia ma'am, Principal, Dr. Subhash Ayurvedic College, heads of all department and faculty members, to one-day workshop on LATEX organized by Dr. Subhash Education Campus. Now, I take up the opportunity to express my deep gratitude to Dr. Sagar Patel sir for his valuable time and sharing valuable knowledge with us. Dr. Sagar Patel sir is currently working as an associate professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering of Charotar University of Science and Technology, Changa. We are indeed honored to have such an eminent personality among guests us. Once again, welcome you, sir. Sir has attended as well as organized many workshops as a resource person. Sir has published more than 30 research papers in reputed journals and conferences. Sir has proficiency in academic research, writing, training, consultation, LaTeX, typesetting, and publishing. Today, Sir is going to share his valuable knowledge about the tool LaTeX with us. The objective to organize this workshop is to learn about the software tool LaTeX. LaTeX is a high-quality typesetting system that includes the features designed for production of technical and scientific documentation. It is standard for communication and publication of scientific documents. Now, not taking too much time, once again I welcome you all to this important workshop. I do hope that participants will have happy learning and fruitful session ahead. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Sagar Patel sir to start with the workshop. Thank you. Please, sir. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, as the introduction of the LaTeX already, it has been given by the ma'am, right? And this is the documentations which is highly required nowadays, not only for the article and presentations, but everywhere you can use this. And most probably, all the universities they have taken the PhD thesis and all that. They are taking with this LaTeX, and there are certain benefits we have using this LaTeX. So we'll see that. I'm just sharing my screen. So is the screen is visible? Hello? Hello? Is the screen is visible, ma'am?
Sir, that is visible. That is visible.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So let us now start with the basic terms which is related to this LaTeX. So LaTeX that is very highly useful for the documentations, and you have the facilities available for Linux and as well as for Windows operating systems. So it's a family of programs designed to produce the publication quality typeset documents and strong when working with the mathematical symbols, right? So if you are working with Linux, then the supported that software you can use over there, it is LiveTeX. And for Windows, ProTeX and some other nowadays that software is available. But hopefully we are using today, it is with Overleaf. Overleaf, which is an online simulators, so in which you can write your article or your presentation, and then the advantage of Overleaf is that whatever the work you are doing in your office or maybe whatever you are, right? So you can continue your work from your home, right? Because it is online simulators and you have an account with that. So you can continue your work from that home also. So maximum people are using this Overleaf for that. So we'll go with this Overleaf account over here. I request everybody please first create the Overleaf account for this. I will now come to the Overleaf first. So all of you please write down Overleaf in Google. And please let me acknowledge once from your side it is over. So Overleaf, you write down and go for the account. So you can go like this, or you can directly write down overleaf.com/login. Okay, so if you don't have account, just simply you log in with a Google. So with your Gmail, or you can also log in with your Orchid ID. And if you have a registered with IEEE members, so you can also log in with IEEE as well. So please register with your email ID or maybe with your Orchid ID. And once it is done, so please let me know so we can start the next part. All of you are doing a registration. Hello, Mayur sir.
Yes, sir.
So please let me know once the registration is over from all the faculty members, so we can proceed for further.
Okay, sir. Most of the faculty is completed the registration, sir. Wait for few minutes.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
I hope,
Now proceed
yeah,
for the
everybody have completed the registration process. Okay. So now let us go into that Overleaf. You will find on the left side of your Overleaf new project, all project, your project shared with you, right? So now the thing is like that. It is why it is beneficial for us. Why we have not used that software which is installed in our laptop or PC, right? Because see, I am writing the article over here, and one of my author which is from abroad university, right, and I want to share that article with him, so that facility is available over here. So I will share my project with him, and he can directly edit that project, and he can give his input in that article, right? So that is not possible with once you write down that LaTeX coding in your PC or software, right? So that is not possible with that. But with online simulator, this facility is available, so you can share your articles. And most probably, what we have a group of authors in which the different author are working, right? So you can share your project with another authors, right? So that is the advantage we have. So we'll start a new project over here, right? So we will go to the new project. So you can see that the lots of option is available on the screen, right? Blank project, example project, upload project, import from GitHub, right? And then if you are writing for academic journal, book, formal letter, homework assignments, poster presentations, then project, then resume or CV, then thesis, right? So all things are available. Now the thing is like that. For an example, if I'm taking academic journal, right? So academic journal, we have the different journal, right? And different journal having a different that formatting. So what happens in earlier time, we are using that word for this particular article writing. So if we want to change the journal, right? So we need to change all the formatting. It takes a lots of time. So this thing is very simpler in this LaTeX, right? So academic journal having the different format, right? And each and every journal, for an example, if I'm talking about IEEE Access, IEEE conference article, then you can consider it is Ville publications. You can consider Springer publications. You consider it is elsewhere publications. So all that journal have their LaTeX template available on their websites. Okay, so we can directly upload that project over here and we can start to write in that particular project. Okay, otherwise the sample academic journal which is given over here, right? So these are the benefits. Okay, so let us take the simple blank project over here. So I would now take it blank project. So take it a blank project and give it some name. Okay, so let's take test underscore 2. Okay, so one project I am creating over here. So all of you have this right on your screen. So this is the template already default. It is available on your screen. I hope so everybody have this on your screen. If anybody find any difficulty, please let me know in between. Please, anybody find difficulty in between, please let me know. Everyone have done this. See, this is coding part, so we need to be in touch and interactive for that. Okay, so please let me know about any difficulty or complexity if you are finding over there. Mayu sir,
Yeah, sir.
uh, it is done, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So if other means faculty members, right? So if they are finding any difficulties, they can reach to us, sir. Means that microphone
Via
that
live chat, sir. Via live chat. If any faculty have any problem, then it type the live chat.
okay. So they can give their that input from this. Okay. So I hope so everybody have this. Okay. Now you can see that the first one, which is a document class article. Now see, this is the online simulator and that's why this is default. It is available with us. But while writing with a LaTeX install in software that is in our PC or laptop, right? So we need to write each and every command. So we need to write starting from this document class and article. Now, what do you mean by this document class article? So we have to define what particular thing we are making over here, right? So what documentation we are doing over here. So I have just defined this. It is an article, right? So if you are preparing some if you are writing a book, right? So book chapter, so you need to mention here book chapter, right? If you are preparing for some other articles, right, conference, and so all that things will be mentioned over here. So now I will come to that. You can see that first one, that is a document class, okay, and the option is over here. You can see that you have the article over here. Now suppose if somebody is writing a report, so he will write over here it is a reports, right? If somebody is writing a books, he will write over here it is a book. If somebody is writing a letter, he will write over here it is a letter, right? So now another thing is there. For report and book and letter, we have the different formats, right? For report, we have the different formats. So how we can change that format? Because see, whatever the format is given may be not applicable to each and every documentation, right? So you can also change that documentation from your side, right? So this is one of the example that is written here, slash then document class, then this is the font size. You can change it, right? You can change this one, right? If over here in Overleaf, it is default, and that's why that option is not there, right? But you can mention over there if you want to change that, right? So that is the font size 10 and 2 column, right? If your article is a 1 column, you know that in IEEE conference article, we have a 2 column articles, right? But while you write in a Springer publications, right, it is a 1 column. So it depends on that. We need to write over here. But most probably in maximum journals, they have that LaTeX documentations. That template is available. We need to just download that and we need to write the article over there. But if you want to change that format, you can change it from here, right? And then after, if a later paper will be there, so later paper and then article, right? So this is the basic thing while starting your documentations. I hope so it is clear to everyone. Anybody have any questions, please, in this? Okay. So yeah. So next thing, that is the begin of documents. But before that, begin of documents, we need to specify some packages over there. Okay. So how we can do that? This is the slash use package. Now we have the different packages. I will now come to the another one which I have used that packages for the articles, right? So you have some idea for that. So recently I have written one article which has been published in Willy publications. So I have made that article in this Overleaf LaTeX. So you will find over here, I have mentioned that document class, right? And it is ready-made available in Willy journal, right? So they have the different versions, version 1 and version 2. So this is the journal which is International Journal of Communication Systems. So their package is ready-made available over here, right? So I have mentioned that. Then as per my requirement, I can use my packages, different packages, right? So over here, these two packages already been available, right? So this package is more verb and graphics are available. So because this thing is used in each and every articles. Now rest of the things are optionals. Now see, somebody is writing article in a pharmacy field, right? If somebody is writing article in mathematics field, if somebody is writing articles in applied science field, So it depends on the requirements. So now in my article requirement is I need some mathematical terms, right? I need to mention that algorithms in my article, and I need to mention the pseudocode for that algorithms. So I have used these three packages for the same, right? I hope so it is clear to everyone. Hello, Mayur sir?
Yes, sir. Almost
Yeah.
there is something available.
Yeah. Okay. So this particular requirement of packages you can mention from your side. Okay. So this thing I have used that. Okay. And then after you can start to work on your article. Right. So now come to that our document work, right? Okay, so here the package default it is available. Okay, so you can see that packages that we have seen, that is EMS math, and then pseudocode, and then algorithm, and that packages is not available here. So if you have that kind of work in your article, you have to mention over here at the below sides, right? If it is not there, then you need not to mention that things in your article. Fine. So then after, this is the title, right? Now slash title means whatever the article title. So if you are writing a article, right, and then title, you have to mention over here. So I have written it is test underscore two. So default it is whatever the title of this project you have given, it is taken that particular things over here, right? So some, if I will write down spatial modulation, right? So if this is my title, you can see there, right? So and then I compile the same, you can see over here. So the title has been shown over here, right? So as per your requirement, you can give the title over here, fine? So then after the authors. Now what happened? For author, we have the list of authors. We have to mention that authors after the title, right? So after this, we have to mention that. So you can write down your different authors. Just I am writing over here. So that will be reflecting here, right? So if another author will be there, so you can write down another author's names. As we have seen, uh, we'll see that, right? Now for that, I have mentioned that author 1, author 2, author 3, author 4, right? So in this way, you can mention it. Now this particular thing is different for different that articles and conference articles, right? If somebody, I means some journals require only the names, right? This 1, 2, 3, 4 will not be there. So depends on the requirement of the journal, and they are giving their templates in their particular template on their websites, right? So you can write it down as per their requirements. So I have written that author's name over here, right? So you have to mention your different authors over there, which will be reflected over here. Okay, so that is how to write the author's names, right? And then after, you need to mention the date. Okay, so while we submit the article, we mention that particular month or date and particular year, right? So we are writing over there, so that will be reflected here, right? So then after, you need to start your documentations. So these are the basic preliminary requirements for the articles. So all that should be mentioned over here, right? All that should be mentioned over here. So now you can start to begin with the documentations, right? So once you start it, slash begin document. Okay, slash begin document. So body of the document in between. So whatever you are want to write in an article, you have to write over here in between this begin document and end documents. Okay, so you need to write over here. So this will be common for each and every journal or conference or book or whatever you are taking. If you take a presentations, again the same thing will be applicable, right? So you need to write your whatever the content in between this begin document and end document. Okay, and then after this will generate, now you have the three different files with this. One, that is the LATEX text file which is available. Then you have the DVI file which is also available, and the PDF file which is also available with this LATEX, right? So these three files are available for our particular use, right? And then after, we need to go for the different section, right? So because see what happened once we start the document, right? And then we should now start with a different part of the section in the article. Say for example, we have the first section in our article, that is introductions, right? So we have to mention that introductions over here. So in default, in begin document, right, make a title, so you can write down the make title over there, and you can make the different title over there. But then after default, it is section introduction is given, right? And it is default in Overleaf in bold form. Okay, in bold form. So if somebody wants to write anything over here that is in introductions, so you need to write all that things over here, right? And once it is done, then you can go for the another section. For example, my another section is a system model. Okay, system model. So that you can see here, right? So first, that is introduction, whatever the content you have written, so it is below that, and then after system model you write it in that way, right? So this is the basic things for this introduction and different sections, and you have to write the content in between this one, right? Now see what happened, what is the difference between these two. Slash section title, okay, section, then this asterisk and the section title. What is the meaning of these two, right? If I don't want to give the number, I will simply give this asterisk over there, right? Let us now check it, so you have some idea for that. We have written that section introductions, right? You can see there, right? So I will just put down that asterisk. Now here it is a number, one number it is an introduction, two number it is a system model. Now when we will put this, you can see that we have put down that asterisk. You see that numbering is not given to it, right? So that is the meaning of this asterisk. Okay, anybody have any questions till now?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Please let me know, huh? Because see, I know that initial time it is you need some time, right, for writing this. This is the basic text. For writing the text, it is very simple, right? But the mathematics, because basically this is very useful in mathematical terms. And for text, it is very simple. For text, it is very simple. For table and all that figures, you need to write in different way, right? Okay. So let us now go to the next one. So this is the difference between these two type of section. If you want to give the number and if you don't want to give the numbers, right? So also provide the information to LATEX in case if we want to create the table of content, right? So you can write down the table of content, and table of content you require when you are writing the book chapter, right? So for article, it is not required, right? But if you write down the table of content, basically it gives the automatic numbering it is given, right? And then after, if you have used that particular sections, right? We have this all these section, that is the first section we have used introduction, second one, that is a system model, right? So if we want to use this section reference for the next any section, right? So we can do that. Referencing is done like this: cross reference, providing hyperlink within the documents. So how we can do that? Section and then reference name slash reference name. So it will directly give from that particular previous section referencing, and slash label and name. So you can give the label name, right, for the documentations, right? So that is you can do with LaTeX. Fine. Again, the table of content, as I said that for table of content, right? So you have to use this table of content. If somebody is using a table of content, you can see there.
Hello. Sir, one question
Yes.
is that, sir,
Hello.
instead of sound is clear, sir?
Yes, your voice is audible.
Okay. Sir, it is possible to use another bullet instead of the numeric bullet in section?
So it means you want to increase the bullet size, means
No, no, sir. Right now the
font.
bullet is 1, 2, 3. Instead of we can use the dot, arrows, any other bullets.
Yes, you can use that. But here, see, this is the section, right? So for section, they have this on if the you are writing for IEEE conference, right? So in conference, what we have directly in that format, I will come to that point also, right? So if you want to write in IEEE conference, recently I have written that. So I'll just show that. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine. You can see that one of the article which I have written recently, right? All these authors' names and all that. Now I have used these all these packages over here, right? So then after these are the authors' details I have mentioned there, right? Now then after the abstract will be there, right? So then after IEEE keywords. Now see that. Now see that over here, slash introductions, right? But how it is directly taking this, here it is a Roman number is mentioned. You can see there. Is it visible, this Roman number for a conference article?
No, sir. Not visible.
Okay, just a minute. Is it now visible?
Yes, sir. Now it is
Okay.
visible.
Okay. So this is the Roman number which is mentioned. But over here, what happened? IEEE already they have given this one, right? Because we have used the IEEE that package, right? We have mentioned that. So what happened? Once I write this IEEE transaction or IEEE conference, right? So that means that package is already been available for LaTeX, and that package has been used over there. So I need not to write, means I'm not worried about that Roman article, means Roman number I need to write over here. Basically what happened when while you are writing in Word, you need to write by yourself that Roman numbers, but it is automatically taken from these simulators. Have you got this?
Yes, sir. That means we can
So
use the packets.
yeah, so means over here we are not worried about that formatting, right? We need to just mention that introductions. Now see, sometimes you see that while you write the articles in IEEE, right? Here you need to mention in capital letters, right? If you forgot and you have written the first letter with that is capital and rest of the letters which is a small letters, right? So they will not accept. They will not accept. They will give you the return back, and you have to change that font and everything, right? So you have to taken care of all these things in Word documents, right? Your simple one letter. I'm not taking sentence. I'm not taking word. Simple one letter. If this n will be small, right, then there is a mistake, right? So you have to take care of all that things which you need not to see over here. Why? See, this thing which I have written, that is introduction. Another thing I'm telling you, I need not to find out this thing which is compiled here, and I need not to find over here in that programming, right? What I have to do, simply I will double click on this introduction, will directly go to that particular things. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whatever the thing you want to find. Now see, I haven't written that introduction in capital form here, but still you can see that it is written in capital form because already IEEE library mentioned that it is in a capital. But while you write in a word, you have to take care of all these things, right? And the possibility of mistake is more in that word documentations, right? Also the effect of the documentation is, and the quality of the documentation is quite good, extremely good. You can see there, right? Just I'm just taking a full screen so you can see there how that means article which you have seen in IEEE, right? Can you see that? Everything is really means you can see there not a single that letter is out of these lines. You can see there, right? You can see this one. This is the algorithm which I have written, right? So see what happened if I have written this algorithm over here, right? And this particular algorithm I want to use for some other purposes, right? And I did some modification. I need not to write this algorithm, this particular algorithm, right? This for whatever I have written, I can use in someone else different formats over there, right? And what happened once we are using the same thing in Word, that formatting, right? This will be changed over there. Is it? Yes or no? Hello? Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Have I given the answer of your questions? Please. Any more exploration we should require for this?
No, sir.
Okay,
It is
fine.
easily to understand.
Yes. Okay. So go back once again to this one, right? Okay. So table of content. So we are at this table of contents, right? So how to use this table of contents? So I have just written that table of contents. You can see there. I haven't mentioned this table. I haven't mentioned. Can you see that? All of you? But still, table of content is ready. Can you see that? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's why it is really you can't believe it. I am familiar with this LATEX from 2015, right? I'm using this. At that time, the exploration of this LATEX is not that much which we have nowadays, right? But still, at that time, it takes lots of time to learn this, right? But once I learn this, I am not using a word for any kind of documentation. I make my presentation, I make whatever the book chapter I am writing, I do everything in LaTeX, because you can see there the means that easiness of documentations and the quality of the documentation, which is quite different, right? So is it clear to everyone? Table of contents, right? So whatever the section you will write over here, you need not to write that table which we have to make in our that Word format, right? What we have to do in Word, we need to write that all that contents, and then we need to make the spacing in between for page numbers and all that. Is it? Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. So it is very quite simple, quite simple. Okay. So then after, run the twice LaTeX document having a table of content. Okay. Fine. Then first time it store the page number in separate files, and second time it write the information in table of contents, right? So that is about a table of content. Okay. Okay. Now come to the next one. Now see that page numbering. Page numbering. For page numbering, we have the different options. The command slash page style control the page numbering and heading. Okay, page numbering and heading. Always go between the this document class articles and slash begin document. Okay, so once you will write in this way simply, so this is the default one, right? Page styles and planes. Okay, so now see, uh, if you are writing article for specific journals, for specific books, for specific conference, right? They have that page styles, so you are not worried about to which page styles I have to use over there. Once you define this, say for example, I have mentioned that initially IEEE transaction over there, right? For that conference or transaction articles. So at that particular time, I need not to mention the which type of page style I have to write, because it is already been available in their library. So they will directly fetch from their library which particular page style will be there. I need to just write my content simply. Okay, so that's why it is very quite simple. Then puts the page number at the center of the bottom. So this is the default style of the page, and provides a no heading. So there is no heading will be there, right? So this is a simpler page styles. Once you will write in this way, page styles empty will provide a no page number and no heading. Okay, and once you will write page styles in headings, provide the page number and heading from the any section that you are using. Okay, and same thing for customizations if you require, right? So now come to the next one. Now provide the information in the preamble of your documents, right? So which we have already been seen that. What is that? Once you start to write your article begin document, what you have to write in before that? You have to write the title of the article, so which we have seen over here, title, right? Then after author informations, then after whatever the date or time will be there, so that you have to mention before the document begin documents. Okay, so that we have already been defined, right? So that you can do over here, right? Now slash make a title command immediately after the begin document. Okay, and this you can see over here simply make title, which we have also mentioned there for our use, but you can see there this is the make title, right? We have used that in our part. It is also already default is available, right? Which we have taken, right? So it is default, it is available. Simple. Okay. If somebody wants to remove that, it is just like which we are doing in that program in C, right? So if I want to remove this table, so what I will do, simply percentage sign will be there, so table will be removed. You can see that table will be removed. Okay. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It is clear.
Okay, fine. Please give me your input, huh? Because see, this is from my end, but your end I don't know, so I need to know about what exactly happening over there with you, right? So okay, let us come to the next one. Report writing. Okay, if somebody is writing his thesis, okay, so you have to mention that report over there. So accordingly, it will take the report writing for the same, right? To make the chapter and command slash chapter title of the chapter. Very simple. Okay. Let us do that the same thing in our portions, right? We need to mention this report and chapter. Okay. So I'll just take it. This is not an article now. It is a report. And we need to put a chapter over here, right? All of you can see this? Hello? So this is the report. So in report, what we have, the first, that is the first page, we have that is the information. So that all that information you can see here. And then after this chapter number one, okay. So chapter number one, title of this chapter number one. And after that, whatever the information that is related to that chapter. Okay. So that is for the chapter number one. This is for report writing, simply report writing. Okay. Let us go back to the article. Okay. So you can write down the chapters. In report, we have the appendix, right? Because we need to put some figures which is in appendix. We need to put some that different that mathematical derivations in appendix, right? So which you can put down at the end of your report writing. Okay. Is it clear? Any questions in this? Mayur sir?
Sagar sir, up to
Yes,
this,
sir.
that is clear, sir.
Okay.
Sir, due to some delay between our hosting and YouTube, please wait for a while, for a few seconds.
Okay. Okay.
After publishing your presentation, wait for a while so everybody can see that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So everybody have did this report in your Overleaf. Have you checked this? Just simply write down the report over here, and you write down the chapter slash chapter, and whatever the chapter name you want to write over there, you simply write down the chapter, and here instead of this article, we have write down report. Okay, and then after instead of this section, I will write down chapter. Okay, and here also it is a chapter, so different chapter. And you can see there, while writing this, it is giving the suggestive, right? All of you can see that. Slash chapter, and in curly bracket, we have this, barabar? Okay, so system model, I will now just compile the same. You can see there, chapter number one, and that details whatever chapter number two you will write down anything over here, and you will see that text in chapter number two, right? So it directly takes that over there, right? Till that, any questions anybody have for report writing? For report writing, any questions? Okay. Okay. Fine. So go back to the article. Here it is a section. Again here it is our section. Here it is article, and we just compile the same. Okay, fine. So let us now move to the next one. Yeah. So in article, once we write the title, once we write that author information, once we write that date and all that details, we have the abstracts, right? So we need to write the abstracts, and below that we have the keywords. Below that we have the keywords, right? So we need to mention that. So over here you can see there we begin documents, and we need to put over here so abstracts. We have written the same. Right, abstract, and you can also see just I have written that abstracts over here in IEEE conference, right? So for that you can see there that author informations, and this after this author informations I have written the begin abstract, and you can see that how it looks like over here, right? So you can see them simply, right? So and abstract, begin abstract and end abstract. And for keywords, what we have to do, simple, begin IEEE keywords. So after that, for IEEE keywords, I need not to worried about the what is the formatting of the IEEE keywords. It will directly take the whatever that format of IEEE keywords from the library, right? So what I have given, just I have simply given that whatever my keywords, and simply you can see there. If you check the IEEE conference article formatting, will be same as it is. But while you write in a word, so sometimes what happens that is change. If you means you forgot to make this italic, right, and then the formatting issue will be there, right? But over here you simply give the IEEE keywords. You write down your keywords over in between this begin that keywords and end keywords, and it will directly fetch that from the IEEE library. Okay. Any questions for abstract and keywords?
Excuse me, Saga sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, there is one question from Shweta ma'am, Shweta Joshi ma'am. Can
Okay.
you give brief information about some basic formatting tips? So, is it possible to continue with this topic?
Okay. Basic
Okay.
basic formatting, right? So basic
Yes, sir.
formatting, yeah. So basic formatting, it just this is the basic formatting we are doing over here, right? So we are taking the different examples because we need to write the maximum article in IEEE conference and some journals. So what we are doing, we are taking this is the basic things we have written here, right? And then we are taking the examples of journal article and conference articles. So you have some idea while you write this article for journal or conference, right? So, for an example, the title one, it is common for any of the article, right? Whether it is a journal article for that Springer or the at elsewhere or something, anything, right? Over here, that document class which is changed. For Springer, the document class, their library is already been available. We have to mention over there. Okay, so I will just also see that all that formats with you, so you can have the idea. Now this one is the basic formatting. This one is a basic formatting, right? Whatever I come to that IEEE conference, then that Wheelie journal publications or Springer, that is their own formatting, right? So over here, whatever we have written, right? This is the basic things. These are the basic things. How to use these packages, how to make the title, how to write the authors, then how to start the documentations, how to make this article and how to make this report, then how to write the abstract in journals and in conference, right? How to write the different sections in journals, right? So these are the basic things, right? But you have to simply mention the small change is what? That is, you simply mention over here the whatever the that journal or conference that you have to mention over there, right? So simply as we have seen that IEEE transaction, if I'm writing here, so we'll take the IEEE library fetching from there and we'll convert into the IEEE format. Okay. Hello. Does I give the answer of this basic formatting? Sweta ma'am, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Sweta
that is
ma'am.
yes, sir. That is clear. That is clear, sir.
Okay, okay,
Uh, Shweta ma'am replied, yes, sir. Understood.
okay, fine. So I also come to the one of the other one, which is this one, right? Why I'm taking this different formatting with you, because see, ultimately you need to write articles in different journals and conference, right? So if we will take the basic things, okay, but also need to take that how to write the article in Springer, right? How to write the article in different conference. So that is also important, right? Now see this one. Over here, this is the format for the Springer. So that Springer format I have written. Now see, make simple. We'll take one simple examples, right? So that will be now very simple to understand, right? All of you simply go with one project. We'll come to that, so it will be very understandable, right? Springer, whatever journal you suggest, wireless network. Okay, I'm I'm going with this the site of wireless network journals. Okay, I have published my article with this wireless networks. Sweta ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, fine. So what happened? What happened? This is the submission guidelines. You can see there. This is the submission guidelines, right? You can see there. Everything is given. Manuscript submissions, right? And how to write the articles and all that things is available. You can see there. Everything is available. How to write the abstract and all that. You can see there. Referencing, right? Figures, everything is available. Now see, for this LATEX, that template is available in their site. Can you see this? Springer Nature's LATEX template. If you are writing, now see, if you are writing with Word, you have to read all these things. Whatever the font you have to take and all these things, right? But over here you are writing with LATEX. So what you have to do, simply go to this Springer LATEX format. Can you see this? All of you can see
Yes, sir.
this?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what I need to do, download the journal article template package. I'm downloading this, right? It is available over here. Download the journal article and template plus packages. Everything is available. Okay. Now see that wireless network article I have written. You can see that. I will just show that already I have used that, and then I will tell you how to upload it, how to upload over here, and how to start to write over there. So this is the article I have written. This is the article I have written in wireless network. I have simply take that template over there. So what we have to do over here? Simply, you have to go to upload project. Can you see this, all of you? Upload project.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So while you go into the upload project, select a zip file. Okay. So select a zip file. We have this file already been available in zip file. We select it. Okay. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Can you see this? How the thing are very easy, right? See, everything is available. So this is their default templates, right? What you have to do now? You have to just put your content instead of all these things, right? For an example, if I have some article title, right? I will click on it and go to that article title, and I can change the article title. So here it is article title. My title is something different. Non-orthogonal multiple axis, right? This is my title. So what I will do? I will put that. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, then author informations, right? You simply give your name instead of all this, right? Your first name, your second name. Now see, this thing, if you do in a Word file, what you have to do, you have to take care of first name, then last name. Here it is mentioned. You can see that. And I need not to find out all these things. Suppose I am over here. I don't know where it is. This author information is given. I simply double click on it. Will directly come to near to this author informations. Right? Can you see this? Right? All of you can see this. I will just change that informations. This is the first name, then surname, okay, and then email ID. For example, email ID. And again, you compile the same. Got this? Hello?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Perfect. So now see, what is the meaning of this 1, 2 and this asterisk? Oh. So this 1 and 2, that means this is the first author. He is all means first and second author, right? So this is giving the connection over here from which belonging universities and address. So that is mentioned over here, right? And this asterisk shows that this is the corresponding author. This is the corresponding author. Okay. So this shows this corresponding author. Hello, Mayu sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can
Yes,
I
sir.
stop for 2 minutes? I have
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
Can I stop it for 1 minute?
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry for some delay. Okay. I hope it is clear to everyone how to upload your project and how to make the changes.
Sir,
Yes,
पूछिए.
sir. That is clear, sir. Sir, there is one
Yes.
question from
Yes.
ma'am, Aarti ma'am. Sir, I am from chemistry field. In our research documents include
Yes.
compound structure and docking data file. So, is it possible to prepare reports or paper by using this software?
I know that you are working with, I think, pharmacy, right? So in a pharmacy, you have the some structures, right, ma'am? Aarti ma'am, you have some
Yes, ma'am,
structures.
Aarti ma'am.
Yeah, and I think that that benzenes and all that structures, chemical structures that you have to show over here, right? So it is quite simple over here. You need to make your whatever the structure, right? You write down in I don't know the software which they are using for making this benzene and all that, right? But if you have that image file, right, or that image file, maybe your EPS file, right? So you can use that over here. For an example, I don't know, but yes, there is one figure is given. You can see that. Come to this figure, right? So this figure, then right now they haven't put any figure over here, right? Otherwise it shows that figure. So you can put down your figure over here. Whatever that benzene structure you have made, you can put down your figures. I just show my that article so you can have the clear cut idea for the same, right? Uh, yeah, I got your questions, and it is really very beneficial for the people who are facing these problems, right? I know that because yeah, this is the figure, you can see that, right? So what I did over here, slash begin file, right? My file is already been in the form of .eps. So how to convert it, that is the different things I will tell you about how to convert the file into the EPS file, right? This file I have created in MATLAB, right? So those who are in the engineering field, they are knowing about the MATLAB. So in MATLAB, you can store your file in JPG form. You can also store the same file in EPS form as well, right? So I have stored in EPS form and then I have cut down that figure and I have put down over here, right? So now whatever the structure you have in your pharmacy field, right, or in a chemistry, right? So simply you take that figure and you can simply upload that figure over here. Now see, I have uploaded that figures. Okay, you can see there. This is the figures which I have uploaded, right? This is the figures which I have uploaded. So you can download it. So first you have to upload that figures and then you can go for the same and you can run it and you can, yeah, okay. So then you can run that and you can put your figures right over here. So I just want to know in which that software you are making this your structure, your benzene structure. So it would be easy for me to guide you how to do this. Hello, Mayur sir. Hello, Mayur sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mayur sir. Can you ask her about means which software she is using for this structure? So if that structure that file is available in JPG form, you need to simply write down whatever that file, right? You simply
Okay.
mention over here and you upload the same. Just I will come to that point. Yes, now come
Okay,
to
sir.
this. I'll take one example. So I think it is better for her to understand, right? Now see that there is no figure right now over here. This is the simple template which is given, right? So what we will do now, instead of this, I will put down one figures. So we'll see that over here, right? So what I have to do first, I need to take any figure which I have to upload here, right? So this figure is already been uploaded. You can see this figure.eps, right? So same way I have to upload the figures over here, right? So I will just come to that. Simply I will take one of the image which is ready-made available over here. This image is already available, right? It is not in JPG file. So okay, let us come to GQSM and this one, right? Can you see this, that EPS file, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm using this APS file. I will also show you that how to upload the JPG file, right? So this is my EPS file. Now you have a question that how we can make this EPS file, right? So while you store that any of the figure, right, you have the option that is .png, .jpg, right, .tif file, all that. All of you are knowing this? Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you have one option that is EPS file over there. Now, why we need to use the EPS file, right? I come to that question also, right? So I will select this one. I will upload the same. Okay. So I have uploaded the same over here. Can you see this, all of you? I have uploaded this one, right? So simply what I have to do, I have to use this thing, right? This name I have given, this is up already been uploaded over here. So what I have to do, instead of this figure, I will write down that figure, because that figure is already been uploaded over here in this project. So simply this one, you can see that. Now I'm compiling the same. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Can you see this? Now I've come to the questions, right? If somebody have a questions, why should we go for EPS file only? We can go for the JPG file as well, right? There is no problem with JPG file. Now, why we have to go that? Because this EPS file, if you go and zoom into that file, the quality of the picture will not be reduced. I come to that with a practical one, right? So you can see that. You can see that I will make it very large zoom and you can see there. The quality of, you can see this quality. Can you see this, all of you? You can simply see this difference in this performance, right? Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now see, the same thing if you do with the JPG file, then what happened? It will be, what happened with if you do the same thing in JPG file, what happened? Let us take one JPG file as well. So you have some quality difference between two, right? I will just take one, yeah, so JPG file, come to JPG file. Can you see this JPG file, all of you? This is a one that GTech I have prepared for one of the journal, right? Now see that I'm using this one, this GTOC. It is in JPG file form, right? I will use the same over there, and we will check it. Same figure. You see this. Simply first we need to upload that figure which we have seen, right? And this is the final one. This, yes. So I have uploaded the same. So now you will find this gtoc.jpg, right? gtoc.jpg. So here instead of this, this is gtoc, right? Dot jpg. You can see that it is directly shows that because it is already been available in the file that in our project, right? So simply, okay. All of you can see this.
Yes, sir.
You can see that. The quality difference you can see here. You can see that this will be not that much clear if I make it more zoom over there. Now see, here it is a very simple figure, right? But as ma'am is suggested that there is some structure. In structure, we need to see in detail of that, right? So I will make it zoom. If it is not showing a clear form, then it is very difficult, right? So here that figure is with a good quality, right? So you can see it properly. But if possible, we can go for, see, the format is not a problem with LaTeX. You can use EPS, you can use JPG, you can use a PNG, you can use a TIFF file. There is no problem, right? So if you have the JPG file, you can use over here, right? So once again, if we take benzene, right? Benzene image. This is the structure. You might be use this structure, right? For you have any applications with that, right? So you can download this. I think we need to take any other figure. So you can save this. I'm just saving this image and PNG file, right? I have downloaded PNG file. Instead of this, we'll now use the same, right? So, ma'am have some clear idea about their field. This is your benzene, and instead of this, uh, you can see that benzene will be available here, right? So benzene, and the format of this file is PNG, right? Let us check it. Can you see this, ma'am? Hello?
Yes, sir. That is visible.
Yeah. So your structure will be shown over here, right? So how good your resolution of the figure, right, will reflect over here, right? But once you go into that details of that, will not be affect the resolutions, right? But if, as I told you, that if the EPS format will, if it is available, then it is the better one. In that image files, EPS is extended PostScript version, right? EPS. So with that, your quality of the image is extremely good, right? But if it is not there with your JPG file, with your different other file format, that is also fine. There is no problem, right? It's not like that you can have only a EPS one, right? Any questions apart from this? Different backgrounds and different peoples. If you have some questions,
બીજો ક્વેશ્ચન
Excuse me, Sagar, sir.
yes, sir.
Sir, there are some questions. There are
Yeah,
3 to 4 questions.
yeah.
Uh, shall we continue for these questions, or you want to carry on your presentation?
No, no, sir. Question. That is the first
Okay.
priority.
Sir, there is a one question from Anju ma'am. What about if we don't have any ready template, then how can we write keywords?
Okay. How we can write keywords? Okay, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, simple, very simple. We have taken this one. We don't have a ready-made template over here, is it? Right? Simply slash slash begin, okay, slash begin, then in curly bracket, that is the keyword. Okay. Uh, okay, so keyword and, okay. I will write down some keywords. This is STBC, comma, then NOMA, then wave, like this, right? So we haven't mentioned, yeah, abstract we have mentioned over here. So just I will make it. Can you see this? Simple keywords after
Yes,
abstract.
sir. Yes, sir.
Simple keywords, right? If somebody see, you want to write a keywords, see why it is like showing like this, because we haven't mentioned in which format we are writing, right? So if you are writing for IEEE, you need to mention IEEE over here. You can see there. Can you see this, all of you? It will be already suggested in the form. This is
Yes,
already
sir.
available, right? So You can see there. Okay, but see, over here when you mention these IEEE keywords, you have to mention the IEEE that library over here, right? You first see that. I'm just compiling the same. What happened? We'll see that. See this. What it shows? Hello?
Yes, sir. There is an error.
Yes.
LaTeX
So
error.
yeah. So if that's not means every this is a IEEE, right? Because I have mentioned it. But if it is something different for a different journal, you have to mention that library over here, and then it will take that library. If you write down the simple keywords, will take in this way. Simple keywords after your abstracts, whatever your abstracts. After that, it will take the keywords over there. Simply you will find that some journals are preferring that abstract means these keywords should be written in this comma form. You will find in some journals like semicolon you have to mention in between the keywords, right? So different journals have the different formats. Somebody means some journals have that dash in between the keywords like that. So once you define that with that library, you need not to mention all that dash or whatever the semicolons or whatever they are using. It simply takes whatever that format will be there, directly it will be taken over there. But once you write a simple way in keyword, like we have done that, right? Over here, if you remove this IEEE, so then it will take it simple way, STBC and all that in comma form, simple. So if you instead of this you put down like this, right? This is the manual one, right? We have done it is manually. We have modified it manually. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any more question, please?
Yes, sir. There is one question. Is it compulsory to add slash text width after include graphics?
Slash then.
Text width.
Yeah. So for graphics, sure. I will come to that question. Come to that questions again. Come to that question. Yes, this one, right? This text width, right? This is your question. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now see, it is not mandatory, but see, why it is important, whatever the size of the figure you want to mention. Now see, once we take the template of this journal, right? We have taken the template of wireless network journal. Their template shows that your figure should be in 0.9 width, right? So we have to take it 0.9. Again, it is not necessary if somebody have the figure which is not showing that properly over here and you want to change it, you can do it. That's not a problem with that, right? I will change it. For example, 1.2. You can see that. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
But now see why they are preferring the same thing, because see that your figure, you can see here it is justified at this level on right hand side. Can you see this, all of you? Right? But while you change that figure, that size, it will go out of these justified values which they have mentioned. And that's why they are mentioning, if you will go with 0.9, now you will see that. Can you see this, all of you? With
Yes,
their
sir.
format, with their format. But it is not necessary. You can change it. You can see that whether that format of that journal is not changing with this, and then you change it. Okay, so otherwise the default one, that is the preferable one, right? You just your figure whatever your content over there, that's fine, right? Or you can change it. I also change in some journals, right? That figure size will be small, and I change this one. But you don't go out of this, because then what happened? It will go out of this paper or this page. Okay. Am I answering your questions? Text width,
Yes, sir. That is
width of,
understood.
yeah. Next question.
No, sir, there is no more question. We may proceed further.
Okay, fine. So I hope so. I think now you have some idea how to upload the project and how to write this everything, right? Because see, we have taken the example of this wireless network journal, right? So you can directly upload that zip file with this one, and you can change the your content over there, right? So we have done this thing, right? That corresponding author, then author details, right? So that thing we have changed over here. Okay, so now we need to change the address, right, which is written here. So what we have to do, we have to double click on that, and that thing is available. You can see here affiliation, one number, and this is the department. For an example, if you are from the EC department, you write down the EC department, electronics and communication department. Don't write simply like this, right? Because you need to write in full form, right? Electronics and communication department, and then organizations. So whatever the organizations we have, so we'll write down that organizations over here, right? And then after whatever that streets and all that, that city, which city you are belonging from, right? And then postcodes and states and all that, and compile the same. Will reflect over here. Can you see this, all of you? No, sir.
Yes, sir, that is visible.
Okay. So you can change that address, right? You can change the address. So abstract, you have to write here, right? And then you can go for the introduction. Now say the same, that keyword questions. Here the keywords, can you see this keywords? Keyword 1, 2, 3, 4, and so you have to just put your keywords over here. So if you are have the that MIMO, right? For example, one keyword that is MIMO, then WPC, another one. In this way, you put it your keywords and compile the same. You can see that the effect over here for keywords. Can you see this, all of you? Hello, Mayur sir?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible, sir? Keywords and all that?
Yes, sir. That is visible.
Okay, sir. So you can do the same, right? Introductions, whatever your contents, you only give your content in between this, right? For an example, for second section, that is the results. I will just simply click on it. So that is come to that level, and whatever my content will be there, I will write down over here. Simple. Now see, if somebody wants to give the citation, how to give the citation? For citation and all that, we'll come to that thing also, right? Because what happened, your first section, that is your introduction. That is your introductions, right? Now see, if the citation is not given, can you see this question mark over here? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Why it is a question mark? Because the citation is not mentioned. You see, here the slash site is given and bib1. But where is this bib1? You have to check it. Is it mentioned? That bibliography is mentioned. So bibliography is a separate file. We'll come to that separate file of this bibliography. and this one is your bibliography, right? So you have to mention the same. Now see this. Now see this one. All of you can see this.
Yes, sir.
I click on simply for this one, right? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, right? So if I click on 1, you can see that that hand is coming on there, right? Directly come to what? Reference number 1. Got this? Hello?
Fine. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If I'm reading the means I reading this and I come to this citation and 17 number, I click on it, directly it will come to the 17. This is your 17, right? Now how to cite this referencing? See, what you have to do first, you have to write that your bibliography, first one, right? So I will just come down to this bibliography. This is your table and everything, right? This is your bibliography, which is mentioned here, right? So bibliography, that is the separate file which one is that? This one, right? And you can see that. Can you see this, all of you? This is the bibliography file. So I click on it. I click on it. And what I have written? I have written one number. Here it is one number. And that's why when I give the citation to the original LATEX file, right? So what I have mentioned, you can see there. You can see there. Cite 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So whatever you have written in bibliography file, same you have to mention here. Okay. So directly it will take from that referencing. Got it? Now in some journal, what happened? That bibliography, it is not in a different file. It is available in the same file in LATEX. Same file. Bibliography file is not different. I will just show you that. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that bibliography, that is the separate file that you have to mention here. You can see that. Okay. Now you have a question. This is the, I think this is the last part. We have the question for citation and that's why we come to that part. But the thing is like that, because while you write this bibliography, you have some journal articles for the citation. You have some conference article for the citations. We have the different articles, right? So how to mention it? So all the journals, they have their different formats. And we need to simply put our information into it. Very simple. For an example, this one, that is the one citation number I have written. Okay. And author, which is written in double inverted comma, right? So I have written that author information, then the title of that article, then the year of that article, then the journal, then the volume numbers, and then the page numbers. I have mentioned it, right? So I need not to format it. You see that the last part of this format means last part you can see here. You can see here, right? That author name, whatever their format, I'm not worried about that. I will just put down my information into this referencing simply, right? Now this is for the article. If somebody have a conference article for reference, we'll come to that, or book reference article, right? So this is the book, you can see there. So what I have written, instead of this @article, my reference is now book, @book, and then 3 number, author information, title, publisher for that book, that year of that book, and we don't have that which we have that volume and numbers, right? For book, what we have, ISBN number. So I have mentioned that ISBN number. So you see that the third one, this one, all of you can see this.
Yes, sir.
So that book author name, then book title, and which one is that publishers, all this is available over here, right? So that is for book. This is for article. Now conference, right? For conference, you can see that I will show you that conference referencing. Can you see this, all of you? This is the conference one, right? Article 29, reference number 29, and author. This is the author information, title, year, journal. Now instead of journal, I will put you my conference detail over here, and then page number. We don't have the volume and that number, so it is. I have made it is in percentage sign, right? So that shows in a conference format. That shows in a conference format. Any questions in this?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So for conference, you have to. Now another thing I want to tell you, which is really very helpful for us. That is, you can see that. This is reference number 1, 2, 3. After 3, which number I have mentioned? Can you see this? Which number is there? It is 24, right? After 3, it should be a 4-1. But what happened, when I start to write this article, I have made it number of articles that referencing. I probably make it up to more than 40 referencing. But then the reviewer suggests me, you reduce this referencing, right? So what I did, simply I removed the in between all that referencing, which is he mentioned in that review of that report, right? So I have removed that. I need not to change the number over here, but you see that this is the 3 number, that is the book, right? 3 number book, you can see that. The 4th one, which is a 24, but you can see that the number is, can you see this, all of you? D Renzo and all that is the 4 number. Here it is 24. This shows that I need not to change the numbering. Simply the numbering will be taken itself by LATEX. So you are not worried about the numbering. Whatever you are numbering, you mention that numbering. That numbering in the article itself, it is given from the LATEX. Is it clear to everyone? Any questions in this?
Yes, sir. That is clear. And no more question we have.
Okay. See, this is the problem we have in a word. What happened while we use this word at word? If I remove some of that referencing, then what we have to do? All that referencing numbers we have to change over here. We need to go into the citation in introductions, and whenever I have used it is right, I have to change over there also. It will be a very tedious task for us, right? Which is reduced over here. See what I have did. Here it is a 24. What I have did, simply over here 1, 2, 3. Okay, and after that the rest of the in between is deleted, right? That referencing is deleted. I keep it whatever my referencing numbers 24, 25, 26 and 27. But over here you can see there. Over here you can see there. After 1, 2, 3, this is 1, 2, 3. This is 24, 25, 26, 27. But here it is not showing 24, 25, 26 and 20. It is showing 4, 5, 6, 7. Automatic numbering is there. So you are not worried about this. Is it clear to everyone? This is the biggest advantage we have.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, sir? Please let me know a question because I'm not checking that your that stream yard. Maybe some of questions, if somebody have, please let me know so I can solve the questions.
Fine, sir. But there is no more question with us, sir.
Okay, fine.
Questions already we have discussed.
Okay, okay, sir. And one more, sir. Can we take a break after 5 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so because we have some schedule in between, so 1 hour break will be there, and we will meet at probably at 1 o'clock. Is it convenient, sir?
Excuse me, sir. Wait for a minute.
Yeah. Hello, Mayur sir.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Sir, Sagar sir.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So you were asking for break till 10 till 1 o'clock. Am I right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So, sir, we'll continue with the break, and may I ask the participants to join with the new link that will be shared at 1 p.m. Is it okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, participants, please join at 1 p.m. through another link that will be shared.
Okay. And ma'am, also share that link to me as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so remaining portion of the workshop will be continued after 1 p.m. So participants, please join at 1 p.m. with the link that will be shared to you. Okay, sir?
Okay, ma'am. And do you have
Thank
the
you.
email ID for sharing that link?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, the procedure that we did earlier, we will repeat the same procedure for 1 p.m.
Sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, participants. We will meet back at 1 p.m.